Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video. And today we're going to be talking about the Miami Heat potentially trading Terry Rozier. Today there's a report by Bleacher Report that the Miami Heat are open to trading Terry Rozier, but they are hesitant to trade future draft picks in order to move him. Honestly, with Terry Rozier's expiring contract making over $20 million next season, I would think it'd be pretty hard to be able to trade Terry Rozier without moving draft picks with him to get the deal done. If you want to get rid of him and you don't want to give up draft picks, you might have to agree to a buyout contract like the Phoenix Suns and Portland Trailblazers did with Bradley Beal and DeAndre Ayton, and like the Utah Jazz did with Jordan Clarkson. Teams aren't going to take on those contracts like that, like Jordan Clarkson, Bradley Beal, and DeAndre Ayton, three of the big buyouts this offseason, and Terry Rozier's in the list of those guys. Like, good, these are good players, but they're just being paid too much money. And you see immediately they're picked up. Like, immediately Jordan Clarkson's bought out. He signed with the Knicks. As soon as DeAndre Ayton was eligible, clearing waivers, he signed with the Lakers. As soon as Bradley Beal got bought out, he signed with the Clippers. Another guy I'll mention, same case, Marcus Smart making too much money, making $20 million next season. As soon as he gets bought out, he signs with the Lakers. So these are good players. They're just being paid too much money, and you're not going to be able to see guys like this, and Terry Rozier is a part of this list of guys I'm talking about, get traded and that team not be able to move draft capital in order to do that. And I don't think the Suns are willing to move draft capital with Bradley Beal in order to trade him. I think they'd rather just take the loss and buy him out. I don't think the Jazz really wanted to give up draft capital, to give up. They could. They have a lot of it to do it, but I don't think they wanted to do that with Jordan Clarkson. I don't think they wanted to trade him that badly. Same thing goes, I think, with Marcus Smart, even though the Wizards have a lot of draft capital. And so, and then the same thing with DeAndre Ayton and the Blazers. So, but does Miami want to move Terry Rozier that badly? Are they willing to buy him out? I think Terry Rozier is a little bit different than some of these other players. Like Bradley Beal has a couple years left on his deal. Ayton had a couple years left on his deal. Smart and Clarkson are a little bit different. They were expiring. Rozier is expiring, so it's just one more season of paying him too much money. Do you want to just take that season of him, making bad, too much money and have him on your roster? He did average 11 points per game and 4 rebounds and 3 assists per game this season, even though he's only averaging 26 minutes per game. When he played a little bit more the season before that, in the 2023-24 season, he did play a lot better than that, averaging 20 points per game, 16 with Miami and 23 with Charlotte. So he could be a solid piece for Miami next season. Definitely not worth the $20 million, but it very well might not be worth the draft picks to move him in a trade. But we will see what happens. I think Miami should have potentially tried to move Terry Rozier in the trade we saw. The John Collins trade, that I don't know if that's someone that Utah really had any interest in, but you saw Utah get Kevin Love and it was Kyle Anderson in that deal. I think you could have had Terry Rozier involved in that deal potentially with Utah. I'd definitely rather have Terry Rozier than Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson. I think Miami probably failed in the opportunity of moving him in that deal instead of moving Love and Anderson in that deal, where they got Norman Powell and the Clippers got John Collins. But let me know your thoughts on the trade in the comment section, and peace out.